Hey Life Group leaders, Tim Osmus here. This is your Life Group update for 8/11/2019. Numbers for last week, we're at 247 total at both campuses, 224 at Dalton and 23 at Fort Oglethorpe. So we had a pretty good week there. We need to continue to push now that it's time for school to be back in. Folks ought to be getting into that fall time of the year, which is normally our highest Life Group attendance time. So let's push toward that. And there's a couple of things that I'll cover as we go forward that should help us with that. Surrendered servants have the hospital meal ministry this week, so please remember that. Surrendered servants, take care of that for us, and we thank you as always for helping with that very important ministry in our waiting rooms in the local hospitals. Big thing that we have coming up this week is on August the 18th, that's Sunday night, we've got the outdoor baptism. And if things keep going the way they are, we were certainly going to be above that 50 mark. I think we're in the mid-50s now. And so we're going to be having that outdoor baptism at Red Clay Resort, formerly Farmers Lake. You can find their website very easily and find directions up there. It's up in the Cohutta area. And I'll drop a copy in the Facebook site of the sheet that we've used for the picnic. Now remember, the schedule up there is from 6 to 7. We'll be baptizing and having a little worship time, and then after that we'll have our picnic and game time. So you want to be sure and be there for both of those things. Also bring a folding chair. I think we're going to need a lot of seating up there during that time. In each of the classes, I have put in the sheet what the logistics are for the items that you need. Logistics are a little bit different depending on what you're bringing. It's a little bit different to get the hot dogs early enough there for them to cook them than it is to get drinks iced down, than it is for just to bring potato chips, those kind of things. Logistics are just a little bit different, and there are logistics in that sheet. And I have also reached out to one of the two classes that is doing the different items, and I think we're pretty much set for any of those. But if any logistical issues come up, please let me know. I'll be going up early Sunday along with Living Water to help get things set up and get ready for that baptism. It's going to be a great night for us, great night this summer of seeing people come to know the Lord and baptizing there at Farmers Lake. Red Clay Resort is the new name of it. Now, next week on August the 25th, we've got two things going on with Life Group then, and I need you to be aware of both of those very well. First of all, it's going to be Meet the Teacher week, and if you're a teacher in Sunday school in any of our Life Group areas, please be in the cafe area about 10 minutes before the service. You'll need to let your classes out early or let somebody else take care of the last few minutes, depending on how your class is structured. Be there, and then we're going to introduce all of the teachers in our Life Group area, and that again will help us to promote our Life Group toward people that may not be attending now. Also, on that same day, August the 25th, is Social Sunday. We do one Social Sunday a quarter, and this is set up for August the 25th. So we're going to have a lot going on. We're going to have on the front end of your class, we're going to have Social Sunday. On the back end of the class, we'll be recognizing in the worship service. But I still want you to have an abbreviated lesson, because I always want us to go to the Word of God whenever we can in our Life Group meetings. And lastly, I want to cover with you, this is the time of the year when we're doing teachers, and most of you have already been contacted. Most of that is taken care of, but I still have a couple of areas where we need to fill some openings in Life Group, and I'm not going to cover those specifically. But if anybody has an interest in working in Life Groups and I just have not gotten to you, sometimes I don't know people well enough to go to them or know what their interests or what God's calling on their hearts might be. But we have in this whole search, we have found some people that we went to and we weren't sure that they would have a calling in their heart, but God was tugging on their heart. He may be tugging on somebody's heart that I don't know about. So just come by and let me know if you're interested in working in an area of Life Group. We might have something coming open that might be something that would be very fulfilling to your spiritual life. I believe that's all we've got today, and I want to thank you again for all you do in Life Group, and I'll see you Sunday morning at 8:30.